stoked that I get off it. There's no better feeling than like doing something you didn't think you could do. Different from everybody else. I've always wanted to be a different person. I never was good at sports, you know. Friendship, passion, emotions that I pull out of skateboarding when it happens. When I land, I feel great. That's all there is to it. I was able to be me, and it was only me, you know.
Why do I skateboard? It's not just one simple answer. It's a lot of different things that have compiled into one. You know, it's a passion, definitely. You see other people doing it, and it makes you want to do it because everybody is like a community. We have different styles, different tricks. We all know different things, but everybody is doing the same thing. And I think that's awesome that there's I don't want to call it a sport, but a hobby, I guess for lack of a better word, that people come together so easily. Because if you see a kid with a skateboard, you want to go skate with him. You're like, what is he about? Can he kickflip? Or does he do indie grabs out of 12-foot bowls? Like, what does he skate like? So you want to know. And then brotherhood comes out of that sometimes. And that's sick. A lot of my friends that I know have come from skateboarding. I don't know a lot of people outside of skateboarding unless they're from school. Most people that I talk to outside of school are skateboarders. It's kept me out of a lot of bad situations that I could have been in. It's also helped me deal with a lot of bad situations that I could have been in, or have been in, I should say.
Like what?
My parents' divorce, or my grandpa's death, or just different life situations. Because it's like when you're on that 7-ply piece of wood that's glued together and thrown in a mold, and then it comes out and it's like you want to do that. It's an escape from reality, because you're in that moment when you're skating, when you're going down a hill as fast as you can and you push to go faster. It's like you're only thinking about what's in front of you. You're not thinking about what's going on in your life. So it's pretty sick that like there's that escape from it. Also, I like the individuality that I can have, There are a lot of people, I see most people nowadays, actually, I should say, doing flip tricks and trying to go down rails and trying to go as big as they can. And I like to try to steer away from that and be more individual. And, a go-to trick for me is a fast plant down something. Well, another person, maybe a 3-flip. Chris Jocelyn does 3 flips down 12 sets. I do fast plants off ledges,
Mm-hmm.
But it's tight that you can have that. It's cool that there's so many different styles inside of one thing, because I see football as, you hike the ball and you try to throw it to a person who can catch it. And you repeat that. In skateboarding, you go to a different place to skate. You go to a different area. You have a different board. Like, there's so many different factors in it. It makes it super entertaining to be able to have the different styles, I guess. I like to watch videos with different types of people who skate, That's mainly why I skateboard, is individuality and an escape, because, you can be different from everybody else. And I've always wanted to be a different person. I never was good at sports, I am tall, but I'm terrible at basketball. my mom wanted me to do basketball just because she knew I would be tall, but then like once she saw I wasn't really into it and that she realized that I was like wanting to skateboard, she was more like, okay, you can skate. Like
How tall are you?
6'6". I'm a giant. Yeah, my mom was like super like, you should play basketball. You know, this is something that you could do. You can make a living out of it because you're so tall, so it's gonna come natural to you. But I didn't like it, you know, because I had to depend on everybody else, and everybody else had to depend on me. I just wanted to do something where I was responsible for me and only me. And so I tried BMX for like 2 years before I found a skateboard, and I was pretty good at BMX. But like the last day that I ever did it, I tried to like bunny hop over the pyramid at indoor, and my feet like slipped off the pedals, and I sacked myself on the seat and was totally over it after that point. So I sold my bike for a board, and like had it. I've mainly skated since then. I've skated most of my life, but I really got into it after the BMX. So I mean, there's always been a skateboard in my life. My dad used to skateboard. Haven't just seen it as a form of transportation, as more of a lifestyle even, I would call it. The first thing I ever remember of skateboarding was my Uncle Miles had a skateboard, and I lived in Syracuse, and he would just be like skating out front in the street, and I remember being like, oh, I want to do that one day. And I remember he did like a pop shove it, and I was like completely like, how is that possible, you know? Like, he moved the board and it stayed under him while he jumped, and then he landed back on it. Like, that was mind-blowing to me as a 3-year-old. I was super stoked on that. And Charlie is now licking your face. Charlie, come on. This is my room. It's super messy. I sleep there somehow, even with all the stuff. I got my box of boards, mini board. God knows what over there. Always keep a Pikachu. Keep you safe at night. Always. This is my first board. I put some new grip tape on it. It's just like a shop blank, I think, from 69 boards. Had fun with this thing.
When'd you get it?
Like 2003. Really long time ago. It's just been sitting in my big old box of boards ever since. I got grip tape that I perfectly took off a board one time. I was sick. I got a hidden fingerboard park. My bag of tools. Got a staple toy machine 8.5 that I usually use for learning tricks, and then Spitfire Formula 4s, mismatched bearings. I have no idea what's in there. And then my favorite setup is my Creative Serenity skateboard. It's a 925 across the top and then 875 in back. This is probably my favorite setup that I have. Oh, and you always gotta rock the rails. Never forget the rails. Never. Save your board so much. Always gotta have both setups with you everywhere you go, because you never know what you're gonna skate or what you're gonna try. Bounce. Charlie, don't be camera shy. This is my dog, Charlie. And there he goes. He has no idea what he's doing with his life. I mean, most people probably watch skate videos before they go out and skate, but honestly, I just go out and skate lately. So, let's go. spot that every day when I was a little kid, I would come here after school, because the school was right across the street, and I would skate here until my mom decided that I couldn't skate anymore. So she'd come and get me, and then I'd do whatever. And I would ollie off the dock, and I'd do like a 5-0, like that. I'd do that, and I just have fun here. This is where I learned to skate. This is the beginning of my skateboarding. So this is a very special place to me. That's fun. I remember my uncle was skating outside my grandparents' house. I was super stoked on that. And then after that, it was mainly just, I saw it as a form of transportation. I would get it between like me and a friend's house or something. I never really did tricks until I was like 12. And I went to indoor for the first time, and I had my bike, and then that's where that story comes in. And then like immediately just sold my bike for a board after that. I was over it. Why do I keep skating? I'm not good at anything else. And also it's just like had so much of a positive experience in it that like the positivity that I've gotten out of it and the love and the passion for it has really kept me into it, because I've never really gotten into anything else. You know, my mom's an artist, so of course I drew for a while, but I never got into that. My dad is obsessed with computers and video games, and I'll play video games, but I don't really get into it that much. But when I found like my pure love for skateboarding, that's when it really hit, was the fact that I was able to be me, and it was only me, you know. It was just my responsibility to get as good as I wanted in the time period that I wanted. I didn't have a coach like, if you don't hit the next 3 that you make, I'm kicking you off the team, or if you don't, you know, score a touchdown in the next game, you're off the team. Like, it's just me, you know. There's no excuse other than me in skateboarding. And it's the self-determination, proving myself wrong, and also just getting the stoke that I get off it. There's no better feeling than like doing something you didn't think you could do. It's the emotions I get from it that keep me going. And that's mainly it. Skateboarders are a lot different from other people. Like, we'll hit our head off the ground and it'll completely just bounce, dude. And we'll use that pain and anger that we have to come back and like do it again. So windy. Alright, so this is the first stair set that I ever did. It's kind of a 3-stair, kind of a 2-stair, kind of a 1-stair. It works though, it's fun. I still skate it. About to call up some dudes, try to get a good skate session on a dinosaur phone. KJ, you want to skate? Alright dude, I'll see you in a minute. What's up, dude? Dude, you should try this rail. He's good.
And the roll-ups too.
I think he's gonna do it. We're relentless. I'll say that we're relentless. If we want something, we're gonna get it. You know, we don't care how scraped up and bruised and cut and bloody we get. We'll do it until the very last, I should say, possibility there is for us to make that trick. We'll use a homie's board. We don't care. We want that trick. We want that feeling. We get a high off of it. It's like we don't need drugs. We need a board. You know, we get the feeling that we need off of skateboarding, I should say. If I have a board and you have a board, we're gonna become friends. Like, we all share the same passion for skateboarding, and so if two people with the same passion meet, they mesh like that, because skateboarding, for some reason, and I don't know why, but we all have just that automatic click whenever we see another person with a skateboard. It's like it's automatic friendship, and then after a while you get to know each other better, and that skateboarding becomes something in common, and then it sprouts. It's like the seed for the friendship. Skateboarding is a seed for friendship. Like, I've never seen another community that's so mixed, but yet functions so well together. Honestly, like, to all the dudes out there skating who aren't that good, or even just starting out, or have been doing it for years, and all you can do is ollie, stay true to it. Like, don't give up, because honestly,
it's not about like sponsorships.
No, it's definitely not about sponsorships. I look at it as, if I get a board sponsor or I get a wheel sponsor, cool. But I'm gonna keep pushing it and keep devoting myself to it, because it's not about making money. It's about going out, slapping a curb with your friend, chugging a Mountain Dew, and then getting hyped and going back out and just having fun. Skateboarding is not, in my eyes, to be taken seriously. This is just something to have fun with. Don't be discouraged if it takes you 6 months to learn your first kickflip. Don't be discouraged if it takes you 10 years to land your first ollie, because you're gonna get there. We've all been where you are, so just keep killing it. And if you're tray flipping 12 stairs, I want to see you tray flip a 13 stair. I want to see you hard flip a 4 block, you know? I want to see everybody who watches this video go out and push yourselves today. This is skateboarding. Don't kook it. Why do I skateboard? The friendship, passion, and emotions that I pull out of skateboarding when it happens. When I land, I feel great. That's all there is to it.